I've been living as a liar for 50 years. Well, not exactly a liar. Someone who stayed silent. Have you ever been unable to tell the truth? When you could have spoken, but chose not to. I'm 75 years old. Born and raised in this small coastal town in Oregon. People call me Camera Margaret. I always wear an old Nikon around my neck. In my attic, there are 28 boxes. All photographs. Sky photos, ocean photos, street photos, children's photos. 50 years of records. People think photography is my hobby. But it's not. I was collecting evidence. Evidence of a truth I knew I'd have to tell someday. To tell this story, I need to go back to September 1974. I was 24 that fall. Hurricane Diana hit our coast. The Weather Service called it Category 3, but we just called it the storm. It was that terrible. September 17th, late evening. The wind sounded like it would lift the entire house. Rain pounded against the windows. I was staying at the town's community center that night. I was afraid my house would collapse. So I'd taken shelter in the sturdy building. Around 3 in the morning, someone pounded on the door. Margaret, Margaret. It was old Tom, the eldest in our town. Tom, what's wrong? The dam. The reservoir dam is breaking. Water's coming over. My heart stopped. The reservoir. That old dam up in the hills behind town. If it broke, the whole town would flood. I ran out. Rain hit my face. I couldn't see ahead, but I had to run. When I reached the dam, water was leaking from one section. A small crack, but water was shooting through that crack. It was clear the whole structure would collapse soon. Nobody else was there. Because of the hurricane, everyone was home. Just me. Only me. I didn't think. I just moved. I grabbed rocks and tried to plug the crack. It didn't work. The water pushed them out. So I used my body. I pressed my back against the dam and covered the crack with my hands. The water was freezing and powerful. My fingers went numb with pain. My whole body shook. But I had to hold on. Below, people were sleeping. My sisters, my parents, my neighbors. How long did I stay there? An hour? 2? I lost track of time. I just held on. Dawn began to break. The rain weakened. Then someone came. Margaret, my brother. My older brother Robert. He stared at me, eyes wide. What the hell are you doing? I had no strength to answer. Just standing there. Robert ran over. He pulled me away. Are you crazy? Doing this alone? Robert, if the dam breaks. I know. I'll take over. You go. Robert took my place. Then he shouted, help. The dam's breaking. People started arriving. Young men from town, adults. Everyone came to repair the dam. They hauled dirt, stacked rocks, poured concrete. I stood at a distance, watching. My whole body trembling, my hands swollen, but my heart felt strangely light. The town was saved. That evening, people gathered at the community center. The mayor spoke. Robert saved our town. He was out early doing patrol when he discovered the dam, failing and risked his life to hold it. People applauded. They called Robert a hero. I sat in the corner. Should I speak? Should I tell the truth? Robert looked at me. His eyes pleaded, please stay quiet. I closed my mouth. That night, Robert came to my room. Margaret, Robert, I'm sorry, but understand, I'm the oldest son. I have to rebuild this family. After Dad died, I'm responsible. If people see me as a hero, our family's reputation rises. It'll help your marriage prospects too. I didn't answer. You're a woman. You'll get married eventually and leave. But I have to live here forever. Please, just keep quiet. Robert left. I didn't sleep that night. I stared at the ceiling. Was Robert right? Was my silence helping the family? I chose silence. A foolish choice. After that, Robert became the town hero. He received awards from the county, got featured in newspapers. The town even built a small memorial with his name. And me? I just lived as Robert's sister. My hands made me angry every time I looked at them. Scars on every knuckle from that night. Cuts from rocks and concrete. But nobody asked about these scars. Nobody cared. I bought a camera. A used one. Simple reason I wanted to record evidence. To document truth. Years passed. Robert's business thrived. He opened a restaurant. People respected him. He was a hero. Me? I just grew older. Never married. I couldn't. Getting close to someone meant I'd have to tell this secret. People said I was odd. Always carrying a camera, rarely talking, always alone. 2015, Robert got diagnosed with cancer. Pancreatic. The doctor said 6 months. Robert weakened quickly. I took care of him. Ironic, right? Caring for the person who took my truth. One night, Robert grabbed my hand. Margaret, I'm sorry. What for, Robert? That night, I'm so sorry. I've lived with guilt my whole life. I was shocked. He remembered. You lived well, Robert. No, only on the surface. Inside, I saw your face every day. You in wet clothes, shaking. Your swollen hands. But I didn't have the courage to admit it. Robert cried. A 70-year-old man crying like a child. Should I tell people now? I shook my head. Robert, what would change now? Just rest in peace. Robert died 3 months later. Last spring, a young man from Portland visited. His name was Jake, a documentary filmmaker. Ma'am, I want to make a documentary about the 1974 hurricane. About the hero who saved the town. I brought him tea. Jake, do you want to know the truth? I showed him my attic. 28 boxes of photographs. That night, the person who held the dam wasn't my brother. It was me. Jake was speechless. For the first time in 50 years, I told someone the truth. Jake proposed we make the documentary about the real story. I hesitated, then decided yes. Last month, we held a screening at the community center. When people saw the truth, they cried. Robert's son apologized. Now there's a new plaque next to Robert's memorial. It reads, Margaret Hayes, September 17, 1974, she held the dam. I still take photos, but now for memories, not evidence. Sometimes Jake visits. We've become friends. Do you regret it? He asks. Telling the truth? I look at the ocean. Waves coming and going. No. 50 years late, but I'm glad I spoke. Truth hurts. But it's better than lies. Lies eat you alive forever. I became free at 75. Late, but not too late. If you have a truth you couldn't tell, find courage. Even now, truth will set you free.